Most people don't want to hear the truth about life, not because they can't handle it, but because deep down they already know it. They feel it in quiet moments, in the pit of their stomach, and facing it would mean waking up, and that's hard. So we stay asleep, we distract ourselves, we scroll, we consume, we numb, because if we ever stopped, if we ever sat in silence for long enough, we'd have to admit something terrifying, that no one is coming to save us. And that's the first truth. We grow up believing that someone will come fix it, that eventually things will click, that someday life will feel easier, simpler, smoother, and we'll just know what to do. But the truth is, that moment might never come. You can spend your whole life waiting for love, waiting for motivation, waiting to feel worthy, waiting until you're no longer scared, and the longer you wait, the heavier life starts to feel. The truth no one wants to hear is that life doesn't reward the most talented, the kindest, or the most deserving. It rewards the people who show up, the people who try, the ones who take the leap, even when they're not ready, especially when they're not ready. You can have a heart of gold and still be ignored. You can do everything right and still lose. And the hardest part? Sometimes someone who did half as much as you gets everything you dreamed of, just because they had the audacity to go for it. Here's another truth. You are not your potential. You are what you do with it. Potential is a pretty word for hasn't happened yet, and it means nothing unless you turn it into action. We all know someone who's brilliant, creative, or gifted, but stuck, waiting for life to hand them the right conditions. But life doesn't hand us anything. It offers, and it watches to see who's brave enough to say yes, even when it's messy, uncomfortable, and risky. You're going to lose people. People you thought would stay forever. Not always because something went wrong, but simply because you're growing. And they're not. Sometimes people fall away because your healing makes them uncomfortable, because your growth reminds them of everything they're avoiding. Let them go. Don't chase what's not choosing you. Protect your peace. Protect your light. Not everyone deserves access to the version of you you're becoming. And speaking of people, let's talk about judgment. People will misunderstand you. No matter how pure your intentions, no matter how soft your heart, someone will always twist your words, question your path, or try to dim your shine. You have two choices. Shrink yourself to be palatable, or live fully and accept that not everyone's going to clap. Let them judge. Let them talk. Let them laugh. You don't owe the world a watered-down version of your truth just to make them comfortable. You know what's even harder than being judged? Facing yourself. Sitting in a room with no distractions and asking, am I happy with who I've become? Am I doing this because I want to, or because I'm scared to do anything else? If no one clapped, would I still chase this dream? Most people avoid those questions for a reason. They'd rather stay busy than be honest. But you can't heal what you won't face. And you can't become who you're meant to be if you keep hiding from who you are. Let me say something uncomfortable. You're not stuck. You're scared. You're scared of failing. Scared of what people will say. Scared of looking dumb, or starting over, or realizing the life you built was never truly yours to begin with. But fear isn't a reason to stay small. It's just a sign that you're at the edge of something real. Everything you want lives on the other side of that fear. Here's something else no one tells you. Success is lonely. Healing is painful. Peace is expensive. You will lose friends when you set boundaries. You will feel lost when you stop people-pleasing. You will grieve old versions of yourself, but you will gain something greater. Self-respect, clarity, freedom, the real kind, the kind that can't be bought, copied, or faked. Now let's talk about time. The truth is you think you have more of it than you do, but every second you waste doubting yourself, questioning your worth, or living a life built on fear, that second is gone forever. And at the end of your life, you won't remember the moments you played it safe. You'll remember the ones where you risked everything to feel alive. Don't wait for permission. Don't wait for perfection. Start now. Messy, scared, unprepared. Just start. And lastly, the hardest truth, no one is coming to save you, because you were always meant to save yourself. This is your story, your life, your responsibility. You get to decide what it all means. You get to write the ending. So write one that's worth remembering.